Well, you've been here before.
I'm back, Kendra.
Oh, I know. Okay, real quick. I saw her in Atlanta, and you told me you was coming back because they had you messed up in the comment section.
I'm back to clear your cousins.
Woo, come on, clear them. Your hair look good. It's glowing, but we gotta see your whole face. Like you keep getting cut off.
Okay.
So she was here. She was here. I remember some things. I remember you wanted a man taller than your son. He got to make at least 100K. You don't want him to have a 9 to 5 because he got to be able to travel when you can travel. You ain't no princess men. None of that. You looking for a girl?
I'm looking for a spiritual, emotionally intelligent, generous man who knows who he is, knows how to treat a woman, knows how to communicate. Just well-rounded as far as like financial aspects. It's just as long as he's ambitious and has his life together. I mean, I would say preferably over 100K because I make that, so I would want him to make at least what I make or more.
What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, liars, cheaters, down low men, very feminine men. We have a lot of those here in Atlanta. We have a lot of bad bitches and men that feel like they're the pillow princesses and they want you to chase them and buy them flowers and take them out on dates. I'm not dealing with any of that. And I want her to be taller than my son because my son is 17, he's 6'3". So I don't want my son to be able to little boy him. I could do 75K, but he got to be like an entrepreneur. Like he can't be like 9 to 5.
Is that overall? Nobody 9 to 5?
I prefer not to do a 9 to 5 just because of like my schedule, how flexible I am. To feel no type of way when I'm like, oh, I'm about to go here, and he like, oh, I got to request PTO or something because I don't have to do all that.
Well, okay. Someone asked this question. They said, when you're traveling, is he paying for both of you guys?
Yes. No, I don't go 50-50, y'all. They ain't these.
Oh, I didn't even ask you that question. They brought it up. What happened? They said you don't do 50-50.
No, I don't. I've never had to, but I feel like everybody should do, what they want in their households. But the men that I've been with my past relationships, I've never had to go 50-50.
Funny because I did the Tamara Hall show and she was one of the clips. Time didn't permit. We had so much going on that show, but you were a clip that was going to be shown on the show, but we didn't get to your clip. But I ran into her at the live Mix and Mingle speed dating in Atlanta, and she told me in person she was coming back on the show to read y'all down. So what you want to say, princess?
Well,
she just seemed like she just so messy. Like I'm getting a messy spirit from this lady, whatever her name is. Something I want to address. She said that the man needs to be taller than her son. How about you go back to the man that produced a 6'3" gentleman?
I'm saying
your baby daddy.
How about that?
How about you go back to him? And she never had to do 50-50 with anybody. So that means your baby daddy didn't do 50-50 with you. Go back to him.
What's going on? Then why you not with them folk? Like,
right.
If you had all these dudes paying all this money, then what's up? See, this is ain't no good men. You leaving the quote unquote what they consider good men. Like you bouncing out on them. Like, why does this for silly reasons? He got to be taller than your 17-year-old 6'3" son. So he's got to overcompensate for your overgrown ass babies. These dinosaur babies y'all having with these big, you know what I mean? Like, come on, he might not be that tall. That doesn't, assassinate the quality of the man's character or something. Like, y'all be looking in all the wrong places. And this bird, she's exhausting. And it gets worse. It gets much worse from here. I could tell because it says she came back to refute the comments. So yeah. Okay, so we know how this is going to turn out. Let us continue.
First of all, I want to say it was so nice meeting you. You're so beautiful in person. I love your energy.
My God.
I wanted to say that, and congratulations to all your success and everything you have going on. So I want to say that first.
Thank you. Okay, now she gave me my compliment. What you got to say to this?
Oh,
thank you.
Sorry, I'm gonna clear that. Can I curse on? Can I curse on?
Girl, you just say what you got to say.
Okay. So it was a lot of negative feedback which I understand. You know, I get the clickbait. I get that a lot of people are opinionated and they have, you know, their opinions and a lot to say. But number one, y'all don't know me. That's number one. And I really don't, a lot of this stuff really didn't bother me because I know who I am as a woman and as a person, but I want us to clear all of the talk about single mothers. That's what bothered me the most. And mainly because 70% of Black households are raised by single mothers. Okay, 70. And that's actually lower now. It used to be 80. So now we're down to 70. So majority of the people on there talking about single mothers, you're raised by a single mom, but you have so much to say about single mothers. And so let's talk about me as a single mother. Yes, I'm a single mom. I was a teen mom too. I had my son at 18, my daughter at 21. And let's talk about how I went from a teen mom to a successful realtor, which I said I was. A lot of people had a lot of misconceptions about that too, about what I do. I sell this, I sell that. The only thing I sell is houses. So fix your bad credit and come see me and get a home. That's the only thing I sell. That's number one. Okay. And then
what man is dealing with this?
I mean,
what man is dealing with this attitude? Like she gonna be the type of chick that gotta snap back at everybody.
Yeah.
You at a Christmas party because Merle over there looked at me funny. I'm gonna snap back. I'm going. Don't you tell me nothing. Merle said that my weave was sliding to the left.
Ghetto.
I'm gonna tell Merle something.
Ghetto. She says she gives the stats. They come with the four stats or whatever. Okay, let's hypothetically go that her stats are correct. 70% of Black homes is by single mothers and all that. But you just on your previous interview talked about the passenger princesses and the zest and all that. Where you think that's coming from? You can't try to take the credit and then dodge the blame. That means y'all making these dudes like this. If that's what 80%, oh no, only the 20, they come from the 20%, they come from their daddy. Y'all not making sense. And mind you, I was raised by a single mother. Me, personally. My mother was 19 when she had me. She said she was 18 when she had her. So again, like y'all taking the credit, but then you don't want the blame either. If everybody's messed up and the society's bad and it's 80% single homes, single mothers, not single homes, single fathers, but single mothers. So we shouldn't give you the ire. You should get some of the ire. They don't understand about where this is coming from and why we blaming the single mothers, because this is where they picking up these bad habits and bad things. Yeah, the men might not be there. And in cases like that, yeah. But we got to blame the people who teaching them stuff, not the ones who's not teaching them. If he never knew his daddy didn't teach him nothing. He got that from his mama and them and her running around with like that. Like, come on, let's be honest. Let's be more genuine.
We pick who we want to reproduce with. Not any man can have a baby with you because you have to give him access to your body. Then you have to give him access to your womb. So all of this, we're just a bunch of there's all these single mothers out here. You pick, that's something that you chose.
Choice.
It's all about choice. We marched and we fought to have choices as women. Well, we have the choice. But we don't want to take the accountability that needs to come with that.
No, yeah, we've thrown out copium. You know, whether you want to believe it or not, it's married and single. So if you have a child and you're not married, you're going to be a single mother. Whether that ninja stuck around and helped you raise him to 18, or he turned his away when he was 2, it don't matter. You're a single mother before that.
Yeah.
Like, so let's start there. Like, we're not recognizing your boyfriend and the ninja you hunching with. Like, that don't count. That you're still, quote unquote, you're single. That's what the single mother is before the ninja leaves the house. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much. Let us continue, man. This bird brain.
Good credit. Your credit score 400.
Okay.
Look at this.
And
bird.
I can help you fix it too. So I help with credit repair. So come I'll fix your credit and get you into a home.
I thought you sell
Again,
houses.
that's the only thing I sell. Okay. So a teen mom to a successful realtor, I have sold 50 homes in real estate. And that's a lot to say about a Black realtor in ACL, because a lot of people are realtors and they're not successful. I've sold 50 homes. Okay. 50. I make good money. So I said that. Okay, and then let's talk about how I have my son. And that was a joke too, Kenya, because okay, I'm goofy. I'm very goofy. I'm sarcastic. I'm playful. I don't need my man to be as tall as my son. I mean, it would be ideal, but he does not have to be. And my son is not disrespectful, and he's not going to disrespect a man because they're not the same height. That was a joke. I made a joke. Okay. Now, my son, let's talk about him being a D1 athlete that this single mother raised on her own. I'm a single mom. He's a D1 athlete. He has 35 scholarships, 35 to choose from. He's graduating this year. Okay, a teen mom, I did that. And then both of my children, my daughter is 16, they both have a 3.0 GPA. So let's talk about that as a single mom. Okay, let's talk about how I have a beautiful home, 4-bedroom on a basement. I drive.
So she raised a D1 athlete.
And you know what? Shouts out to you. But I think sister's overestimating her. Did you go out there and teach him how to throw that ball? You taught him how to throw that tight spiral. Or his jump shot, you helped him, with his footwork when he stepped into his jump shot. No, I think the coaches might have did that. And 6'3" and his genetics from that big ninja you was laying up with might have a lot to do with that too. Like, I mean, you just taking you just produced asexually this D1 top prospect. Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, we got to stop this.
D1.
Delusion. Come on, man.
So where his daddy at?
I think he is in the picture. She downplayed his involvement. We'll let it play out. You'll see. She'll explain a little better. She downplayed his involvement to a certain extent.
Okay.
Mercedes, my home is peaceful. So y'all want to talk about all these single moms and single mothers can't have standards. Baby, yes, I can have standards because I am the standard. I set the bar. Y'all try to play me. I'm very intelligent. I have a bachelor's degree in education. I'm spiritual. I'm healed. My life is peaceful. I'm funny. I'm goofy. And I love to travel. I pay for my own travel. If I'm in a relationship, yes, the men in the past have paid for my trips, but me on my own, I pay for my own trips. I just went to Ghana 2 weeks ago. I stayed over there for 2 weeks, and I went to Italy and Morocco. So that's why I said I want a man who has a flexible schedule like me because I love to travel. A man, if you have a job, and let's talk about this because I did not knock anybody with a knife.
Since she won't take a break, I need to take a break. She has been talking just straight like, girl, stop. How many words per minute come out your mouth?
What's in that cup? Is the question.
Like, what she had a fifth of vodka in that tea?
And a goddamn Red Bull.
Kendra just soaking this up. She just eating it up. Ooh.
She love it.
Like, she just sitting up here talking, girl. Again, what man is dealing with this?
These are two in the same. These are two in the same. She sell let me not say that. She sell 5-6 houses a year. So you really off more than you on. So yeah, you can do that. That makes sense. Somebody running a business, an entrepreneur, they're not easily to do that 2 weeks out. If he the sole proprietor or whatever his situation is, he might not be able to delegate his responsibility to somebody else. You need a entrepreneur and a boss. Like, yeah, he can put this on somebody else. All right, I'm gonna be out for 2 weeks. I need you to run this. He can delegate to somebody else. If he got to do all this by himself, him taking 2 weeks out to fly around the goddamn world with your bird ass, that's not conducive for him. They have less time off, entrepreneurs and people who in the business like that. Like, y'all got things so twisted. And okay, you got a bachelor's degree in education. You got you make some money. You probably live in a nice neighborhood. You ghetto. Like, I could see that you ghetto. Sometimes you qualify just for that. You just got a little money, but she might be good for Pookie. Just real talk. Like, just listen to her. Look at her. Listen to her mannerisms, even on the last video. Like, you water seeks his level. Like, you ain't gonna get you in Atlanta, right? You travel, you be everywhere. Why nobody ain't scooped you up? You was on the show. You come back talking about the cousins. What the hell was your results? What your inbox was like? What that was looking like?
More beef with the cousins. Like, who hit you up?
Come on, man. I want to tell me that.
Nobody want to hear all of this. Like, she just, dang.
Going.
She just keep going and going. Y'all, I don't know if I can make it.
She gone. Kendra love it. Look, Kendra like a pig and shit. Love it.
Lord.
Quick moment aside, BSO kinfolk, while we handle our Membership Monday highlight. First up, from Downtown 296. He's been a member for 3 months. We appreciate you from Downtown. Next up, we're going to go over to our super chats. $5 from the big homie Ripside 2. Ripside 2, we definitely appreciate you. Don't forget to contribute to the channel so you can be highlighted on Membership Monday. Now, back to the video.
9 to 5. If you have a 9 to 5, that's amazing. You should. Everybody needs to work. I'm not knocking that. Why would I knock somebody working? I just said, you asked me my preferences. I said I would like a man who's an entrepreneur because I know he has a flexible schedule. When I take vacation, some days I go 3 to 4 days. That's on the weekend. But some days I like to go. Sometimes I like to go 2 to 3 weeks at a time. People with jobs, they don't have that flexibility. But I'm not knocking your 9 to 5. I'm just talking about me and what I like.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I will want to say is, and I host the show, so I definitely hear all the comments about single moms. Only thing that I will say, if a mother is single, that means the father is not doing their part. Like, we give all the lack to single moms, but how come we don't focus on the fact that, well, I don't know, you tell me this, because maybe this will educate me. Do your children's dads, are they participating?
I only have one.
Okay. Does he participate?
When he wants to, but I am the sole provider for my children of my household, and I'm not looking for a man to come in and parent or father or take care of my kids. It's already done. My kids are 16 and 17. My son graduates this year, so why would I be looking for a man to take care of my kids? And I don't want any more kids. So that was another thing. Oh, she's looking for somebody to take care of her kids. My kids are grown. They're about to graduate.
Why does Kendra always feel that because there's a single mother that the father is not doing anything? Her being a single mother means that she's not in a relationship, you freaking idiot. Like, how do you don't get that, Kendra? Like, I don't know how you don't get that. That doesn't mean that he's not taking care of his child. He's just not with the mother. The mother and father of the child can be apart, and you can still take care of your child.
Absolutely.
And you can still be active in their life. I'm sure a bunch of fathers would say that. And Black fathers are the most active in their children's life. There are stats to back this up. Like, what be going on in your bird brain? I'm sorry, y'all. She
attaches that. There's a correlation. If you with me, you could be with your child. If you're not with me, you can't be with your child. It's the psychology. You got to think. They're telling you without telling you. Yeah, she could be a single mother and homie have him 75% of the time. She said, no, I'm every day. That don't mean he's not there. They just not in the same household. He probably did teach him how to throw the ball and shoot the jump shot and helped him along his way. She downplayed that he's there when he wanted to be there. I don't know. I don't know what the scenario is, but she didn't say he was totally a deadbeat, distant out the picture. And again, that doesn't always correlate. Like, just because she's single and she's looking for a man, that don't mean that homie's not in the picture at all. That's all. But this is bird brain knowledge. So somebody who doesn't have chick nor child trying to tell you what the dynamics is and inexperienced in life. Like,
okay. Well, yeah. So you kind of proved my point. I just feel like we get so much flack to single moms, but not to the men who made them single moms. Like, I feel like the energy, if you're going to give the energy to women who have children and they're raising them by themselves and now they want to date, you have to give the energy to the man that put them in that position. Like, that's the part that I don't like. That's not balanced. Like, if anything, the father who decided to not raise his child should get all this negative attention, not the mother who's making it happen.
Let's deal with the knowns, not the unknowns. That's where
I just think that's unfair. Like,
she's going off the logic that the man is not there. Who said that the man wasn't there?
Let's deal with the knowns, not the unknowns. Okay? We're not going to deal with the unknowns. We don't know what the hell happened and why she's a single. All we know is she got 2 kids and she's making these lists of demands. We don't know what happened, what he did, what did that. We're not talking to him.
Right.
And again, if you take the stance like she's taking now, the credit that she's taking now, he had that same thought process in the relationship. And this is probably why she's a single. I'm a mother before anything. These are my kids. And I'm like that, or have a man go, all right, later. Go ahead, do your thing. Like, with no influence. We men, we want to have a say. He can't go to this school. I don't want him playing baseball. I want him to go here. I don't want him to do this. If you take all the responsibility and take all the say, and you want the 100% power, you're going to have 100% responsibility, 100% authority, and you're going to be raising them by yourself. Why? What don't we understand about this? I'm not saying this what she did, but I'm telling you that's the energy she's giving. And when you give that off, that's going to leave a man to say, all right, well, you do your thing. If y'all feel like this, why don't y'all start turning these kids over to the men? Go give him to his daddy. Let him go live with his daddy then. So he can have all the responsibility and da-da-da-da-da. Nah, because y'all want the praise and the baby mama points and all that nonsense that comes along with it. But anyway.
Y'all should be men, because a lot of men scold the single moms. You should be scolding your gender, the men who do not take care of their responsibility and raise their children. And that would seem to me fair. Because if a woman's a single mom, it's because the guy's not there.
Exactly. We didn't choose this life. It chose us. Like, I didn't wake up one day and be like, oh, I don't want to be with the father of my kids anymore. That wasn't
Put a pin in that, y'all. Put a pin in that, y'all.
We're doing everything. I bust my ass to take care of my kids. Like, I grind. And so it just was very hurtful to see all of those comments about single mothers. And yes, like, why not give it to the men? You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Now let's talk about a couple things. I think we're
men already have accountability for being deadbeats, and even if he's not a deadbeat, he's still held financially responsible through child support.
Public scrutiny. How about that? Like you automatically get labeled a certain, you know,
right? There's men.
Like,
I've heard some of my friends say that they not even going to be friends with dudes that if they find out that he's not taking care of his children. Like, that's the type of time that men are on. They don't support men being deadbeats.
But you know what men do? Men, we learn and we adapt with information. See, they say why don't y'all talk to men? Kev, talk to men. It's only a certain amount of time you're gonna talk to a man before he act. It's the women who want to fight against the truth and keep going against what they know is best for their judgment. It wouldn't take you long to tell men XYZ, this and that and this before they shape up. Like we do that. That's what we do. It's just it's not a long drawn out process. Men and real men I'm speaking of, when they conversate and they get checked, they do something about it. Doesn't take 12 years and keep banging your head and no, we didn't do this and do that. The accountability is there. We ostracize, like you said. Like, I don't mess with dudes who do that. I don't mess around with dudes who do this. We draw lines. Kendra, the women try to blur it and make exceptions and change the rules a little bit. There is no real standard. You know what I mean? We do hold each other accountable in them situations like that. Not only that, the law holds you accountable. Try to not take care of them kids and they go down to them people and see what happens and the restrictions and things that you get from owing child support and other entities or whatever you got going on. Like, y'all need to stop, man. For real. But again, if y'all didn't catch that, put a pin in what she said. She didn't choose to be a single mother. Let us continue.
Happens is, so I host the show, right? And this is 5 years of hosting the show. I do not claim to be a guru or relationship expert, but I'm a journalist and I've been talking to single people for 5 years, more than 15,000 single people. So you learn a lot after having all those conversations. One of the things I think is the statistics on the amount of men that fit the description of what you asked for, right? So because you asked for a certain height, a certain tax bracket, that man, and I don't think women know, there's so many women that kind of want that man, right? So I think a lot of the pushback was, why would this man choose you when he has 10,000 options around the world? And that's where it gets kind of tricky. So do you stay with your salary requirement? It was 100K, right? Or more?
I said that was the minimum. I said at least. But then you did ask me, you was like, would you go down to 75K? I said, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Do you want to get married? Is that the goal?
I do. I would like a partner. It doesn't necessarily have to have like be a marriage. Like I would like a partner.
Okay. And are those things non-negotiables? If he can't travel as you travel, is that
because my kids, again, they're about to graduate and I'm about to be an empty nester and I plan on doing a lot of traveling. And so I don't want my partner to be in a position where he can't go with me or he feels some type of way, because that's what I desire. Like, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So yeah, so you have to be able to travel.
Yes.
Okay. And you don't mind if he has kids?
No, I want him to have kids because I'm not having any more kids.
Okay. Did you have a height requirement? I can't remember.
Well, I said tall. I'm 5'9". I'm not average height for a woman. I'm really tall. So I would like for him to at least be taller than me. He doesn't have to be 6'4", but at least be taller than me.
Okay. And you're in Atlanta. Do you want him to be in Atlanta?
No, I prefer not. Please don't be.
Don't be in Atlanta.
Please. I could not stand Atlanta men.
Okay, she cannot stand Atlanta man. All right, so we've kind of just hit, I know you want to come back to clear and defend yourself, and I always want to give everybody the opportunity to do that. So did anybody reach out, or was it just all people saying you're not going to find this guy?
It was some people that reached out or not my type. And then it was a lot of people in the comments, like your cousins. They really have the nerve. Like, it's a lot of people in your comments that I would leave on red. You'll be sitting in my inbox, okay? Like, honestly, like, I'm just gonna be for real. Like, my inbox looks like the food stamp line downtown Atlanta, and you would be, the majority of y'all on there will be sitting in my inbox on red. Like, let's be for real. Like, there's so much negative, nasty stuff to say, and it's like, you don't even have a chance. You're not even in my league. Stay in your lane. Like, oh, and while we're talking about that, I want to clear this guy. He was on your show before. His name is Jamal. His Instagram is IAMMACMAAL. He's from Chicago. He was on here before. He's a 45-year-old barber with a whole bunch of kids, babies and stuff. And he made a comment on the post that was like, yeah, I met her before, she's slow. Baby, you've never met me. You were in my DMs begging me to come to Chicago, and I blocked you because you were goofy. Don't ever comment on me. And then it's like lying, like you talk about you met me. Baby, you were begging me to come to Chicago. You begged. I blocked you.
Wait, what's the IG? We getting the T. What is it?
IAMMACMAAL. His name is Jamal. He's a 45-year-old barber in Chicago. He claims to be an investor, but I'm a realtor, so I was able to Google his number, and he got foreclosed properties. Jamal, don't play with me.
Wait, I think he was the guy that was at.
And you came on here to share that. Why? What was the purpose of that?
Shorty thinks she bad as Kalani is, huh? Okay.
She'll never be bad as Kalani.
Okay. I can dig it. She's just a cat's pajamas, huh? You on red. You ain't good. It seems like you. Let me not even. I'ma let Jigsaw little sister. I'ma let her have it. I'ma let little Jigsaw have it. Cause I don't want to play a game. I'ma let her rock. She good. She doing
way too much talking.
I'm gonna let her rock.
I think I know him. He's been on the show a couple of times.
Yeah. He's a goofball. He's very corny. You never talk about he met me and I'm slow. Baby, you never met me. You were begging. I have the DMs.
What? Wait, so he said weird that he met you.
He said that in his comments, he said, yeah, I met her. She's slow. You're a liar. Please don't lie on me. Cornball, 45-year-old barber.
But wait, so how old are you again, Princess?
Why she gotta keep saying it like 45-year-old barber? Like it's something wrong with you being 45 and a barber.
Uh-huh. And that's what she would qualify. Like, she looks like the type, like, you got a little more money, yeah, but you should date a barber. He could close the shop for 2 weeks and go out of town and all that. Yeah, maybe he have his mans run the shop and all that, or whatever's the case. She a little too high up. She think she registering a little higher than she really is. Like,
and she not.
She's a pookie. She's that. She's a pookie lady. Like, she's one of them. Like, she ain't got no class. She sell her houses and do her thing and all that. But just like Kendra, like, you a rat with money, like a rat nonetheless. You a bird in designer, but a bird nonetheless. Like, that's all. Point blank, period. Like, she talking crazy up here. And Kendra love it.
35. So he DM'd you though before you were on the show?
Yes, this is prior to this. So, but he was trying to come in the comments and like play off what people were saying, like, "Oh yeah, I met her. She is slow." Babe, you were begging me. You were begging to meet me.
So wait, so how did y'all meet before the show?
He just hit me up on Instagram. He slid in my DMs on Instagram.
So how did he was just scrolling Instagram and just came across your page?
I know a lot of people in Chicago. I go back and forth to Chicago, so we have mutual friends, and we became friends on there. And he slid in my DMs.
Ooh!
So that means he know about you.
Never, babe. Like,
so he said in the comments that he met you, but y'all never met.
Never.
He know about you.
And what was he saying in the DMs?
Yeah, let me
begging me to come to Chicago. Oh, I want to see you. I want you to come back for so bad. But I could just tell he wasn't about, but just trying to get me in his bed, like not talking about nothing.
What you think?
Bye, Goofy.
Woo! Princess came back with the gurgler tonight now.
The what?
Please don't play with me. I'm not going to
The
that.
what?
I really, listen,
The what?
all in all, I really am a genuinely good person.
Okay, real quick, and I fuck everybody's name up, so you said the first time I let it go. But it's Kendra, but I messed everybody's name up, so it's my karma, because I messed everybody's name up. But it's Kendra. Continue.
I said Kendra?
You said Kenya, but it's okay, because I messed everybody's name up.
If I said that, I'm sorry. I meant Kendra. I apologize. But I really am a genuinely good person.
Nah, folks, hold on quick before you go. Folks don't know you. He ain't meet you. He know about you. Folks got the info. Them same folks that you think is your friends and all that, they gave him the rundown. They gave him the rundown of what's going on. They know about you. Your pedigree, your reputation precedes you. So he ain't have to meet you. All right. But anyway, that's 15 minutes. She stuck around for a little bit. We're gonna any points of interest that y'all want to remember. She said she didn't choose to be a single mother by choice. And we can tell by her masculine and over the top energy that she's, she's animated and she's at them comments. So we're gonna turn this one into a two-parter. So this will be part one. So you heard what we think. More importantly, we want to know what you guys think. So get down there in the comment section. Let us know if you agree, disagree, if we were on base, off base. We are 360-degree thinkers on this platform. Free thought, always promoted, celebrated #1 here. Leave a like on your way out. Sub up if you so choose to. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when we drop some more of these bangers. And y'all be safe out there. Stay tuned for part 2. Don't forget. We enjoyed y'all having y'all on this platform. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.